Since starting my channel, I've gotten hundreds of comments of people asking me, how on earth are you making the candy do that? So in this video, I'm gonna show you what equipment I use and how I'm able to make freeze-dried candy at home. Say hello. For anyone that's new to the channel, my name's Enzo. I'm on a mission to freeze-dry every candy in the world and share a little bit of my knowledge along the way. So let's head to the basement, I'll show you how it's done. Let's go get Norman. Come on, buddy. I almost ate it going down the stairs just barely. So I've had a lot of people ask me how I'm able to freeze dry candy, what equipment I'm using, how I'm able to make candy puff up so big, and if you can use it for other foods. I've had all kinds of questions. So in this video, I'd like to kind of go through my process, show you how I'm able to freeze dry candy, what equipment I use, exactly how I do it, the full process. And if you don't know, my dog's name is Norman. So let's just jump right into it. I'm gonna show you my freeze dryer. Okay, so this little beauty right here is the Cube from Prep for Life. Okay, so the way that this machine works is this is a vacuum chamber and a freezer and kind of like a dryer. So these trays heat up a little bit. And so the combination of those three things makes things freeze dry. There are two kinds of freeze drying. One of them is like a long-term freeze dry that you use for food. And the other one is more of just like a vacuum dry than a freeze dry. So you would use the long-term dry for different foods, like if you want to preserve eggs or some kind of meal that you want to keep preserved for like 20 years. So the way that works is that it freezes it to like -40 Fahrenheit. And then from there, it starts to freeze dry. It creates the vacuum and it sucks the moisture out of the food. So I guess what I'm doing for this candy is more of a vacuum dry than a freeze dry because I don't freeze the candy first. I put the candy in like room temperature. That way it's able to expand because it's still malleable. Anywho, that information is kind of useless, but I think it's really interesting. So without further ado, let's make some candy. I also have a harvest dryer right here. This is the small one. I've been having issues with it, so I'm not going to talk about that right now. I have to have it repaired again. Yeah, I actually have a good handful of those at my warehouse, and they work pretty well for the most part. I'll probably make a video about that sometime later, just comparing the two different brands. But for what I use at home, I'm using the Cube. If you didn't know, I actually do sell freeze-dried candy. The name of the brand is Space Age Snacks. This is our UFO variety pack. There should be a link in the description down below if you want to check out our candy offering. We have some really good candies. Right now we're launching Jolly Rancher Chews. Anyways, let's get down to business and prep some candy. So we're going to do Nerds Gummy Clusters, Reasons, and Skittles. One thing you got to know about prepping trays is you want to leave some space because candies expand. This doesn't happen with normal foods, but candies will expand. And since they get a little bit hot, they will stick together if they touch. Okay, I know this doesn't look like much, but trust me, they're going to turn out 10 times better if there's a little bit of space. Otherwise, everything's going to turn to like a big chunk of Skittle. We've got Nerds, and these do puff up quite a bit, so we want to leave a decent amount of space. I think that should be just about good for the Nerds. Okay, now I don't have too many of these, so I'm only going to do like 6 of them. Actually, I just remembered something. Okay, so Prep for Life actually comes with these mats, which is really nice. I used to be a hater, but I just don't really use them for my videos because I like the look of the stainless steel. This just makes the cleanup process so much easier because sometimes the candy will stick to the tray. I do recommend using these if you're doing it at home. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's power this thing on. And then what I like about this is we can just do Candy Express mode. That freeze dries pretty much every candy. We gotta make sure to close the drain valve. So now I just gotta wait about 15 minutes for the walls inside of the freeze dryer to freeze, and then it'll kick up automatically, and I'll come back in like 2 hours. Ooh, those are nice. You could see in the video that these didn't really freeze dry. That's because I put them too close to the window. The pressure is just a little bit different when it's next to the glass like that. So the ones in the back freeze dried just fine. Ooh. Okay, here we have them. They're looking nice and crunchy. Ooh, that's perfect. I've been wanting to say this for a long time, but you know when Skittles are good when they sound like little glass marbles. I've bought Skittles from a couple other companies, and I've noticed that a lot of the time it looks like they packed their trays too tight and they had to break them apart. You can tell because it's all like broken and chunky and just ugly looking. But if you look at these, they're just perfect orbs, and they're so good. And the Reasons are delicious. So most candies that I cook take about 2 hours to cook, although some of the gummies like peach rings and sharks and a couple other ones that are like really gummy will take anywhere from 3 to 4 hours usually. What I really like about the cube is that it auto senses the moisture level somehow, so it just does everything automatically. And it's been right about 95% of the time. There have only been a couple of times that I had to put it back in for a little bit longer because it was something that was a little bit more dense and chewy. Another thing I like about it is that I can put Wi-Fi alerts on my phone so I know when the batch is done, because it doesn't always give me a timer. Like I can't look at the screen and say, okay, it'll be done in 2 hours. So it's nice to have those phone alerts because it'll just tell me when everything's done. So all these are good to go for like 20 years. If I just bag them up in a Mylar bag, that's all I have to do and they'll be shelf stable until like 2040 or something like that. That's what's really cool about freeze drying, is that you can use it for all kinds of different foods. People use it for milk. They do it for ice cream. You can prep all this food and just have a bunker full of food in case the apocalypse happens or something. So the founders of the Cube from Prep for Life reached out to me and they asked if I would like to make a bundle with them. So I'm actually partnering with Prep for Life and we have made a custom bundle. So the bundle contains the cube, these metal trays with silicone mats to go with them. It comes with lids for the trays. It even comes with these little cookie sheets so you can double stack your candy or your food. It comes with medium bags, large bags. It also comes with oxy packs to preserve your food for longer and suck out any of that moisture. And then it comes with a sealer, a bucket for drainage, and it even comes with a little box of candy for me. So that's linked below in the description. I do get a kickback from any purchase. So if you're in the market for a freeze dryer, use my link. It'll help to support my channel so that I can keep making these videos. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe and like the video and leave a comment if you want to see me freeze dry any kind of food, or if you have any questions, or if you just want me to try doing a random experiment. I love just playing around with these machines. They're a lot of fun. Anywho, till next time, I hope you're not tired of me talking. This is the most talking I've done on camera in a very long time. Thank you for watching.